Hi, good morning. Welcome to Hikate's Crossing. Just wanted to sort of look at what I received in the post this morning from Book Depository. Secrets of Tarot. Okay, this lovely big kit. Unlock the mysteries of tarot and discover what lies ahead. Box set includes a 32-page book and a full 78-card tarot deck. Now, the images are based on Rider-Waite-Smith, and as you know, I don't use Rider-Waite-Smith a lot in my readings as such. So this was sort of the deck. So cards come in a little tuck box, which of course I won't keep the cards in because they'll just get wrecked. As I can see already, they are bent. So this is the book. So it's a lovely big book, and on the back it says, sorry, I'm going to have to wear my glasses. Tarot is a form of fortune telling or predicting events that has been used for many centuries to provide guidance and help people understand the emotional issues influencing their lives. Secrets of Tarot will show you how tarot can bring insight to personal and professional situations and how it can positively influence your life. The tarot deck consists of 78, excuse my wording, my accent. This tarot deck consists of 78 cards. The major arcana is 22, each with a symbolic image. The cards are said to tell a story, the journey of life, with the figures and symbols representing different characteristics and experiences in life. The other 56 cards, known as the minor arcana, relate to our modern playing deck. Each of these cards also has a symbolic meaning. Amanda Hall, clairvoyant and astrologer, has wide experience in the psychic field and brings an immense amount of knowledge and understanding to her reading and teaching of tarot. Beautiful full colour pictures of the cards accompany the comprehensive step-by-step guide to the tarot spreads. Learn how to interpret a spread and how to perform a detailed reading for yourself or others. Secret Tarot is easy to follow and will help you fulfill your destiny. Yeah, I thought this was a really good sort of beginner's kit. I know I'm not a beginner, but I just thought it was a really good sort of something to sort of show you. And because I don't normally work with Rider-Waite, I didn't really want to spend a lot of money buying a Rider-Waite imagery type deck. I mean, I can use them and I can read with them, that's not a problem, but it's just that I just don't feel it suits my style of reading when I'm reading for a client. Most of you will know that I started with the Native American tarot, and that's when tarot sort of made sense. So that's just to show you that's the major arcana. And then Pentacles, just sort of shows you the deck. It's got some spreads, the Celtic Cross expanded. It's got a sample reading as well, which is quite big. Daily inspiration. And conclusion. So it's got a good, with the major arcana, oh, there's the Mark and Amanda spread using the major. Yeah, got the cups. Now it doesn't have a lot of the meanings actually in the book, because each card actually has some keywords on it. So I just realised these cards because I went and just to show my daughter, and I went and shuffled them, so they're a bit out of order. So here we are, we're going to actually do the deck, but not in order. So we've got 8 of Wands, which talks about speedy news or situation coming, arrows, or arrows of love. Oh, and that's the back of the cards. The cards are a bit thin, very thin. So this is quite a good, I think this is quite a good beginner's deck. If you're starting tarot, 9 of Wands, undecided, need to take a step out of the situation, then you'll see more clearly. Ten of Wands talks about weighed down with problems, very heavy load. Page of Wands, young woman to 25 years, travel overland. Yeah, it says woman here, but I would have just said, you know, a childlike. And here we've got a Knight of Wands, a young man to 25 years, important letter. That's an interesting interpretation. The Knight of Wands, I would never have said important letter, I would have said him, you know, so there, I don't really like these sort of keywords on the cards, but I think it's quite good if you're just starting out, just to give you an idea. Queen of Wands, woman over 25, green eyes, blonde to red hair, positive every out. Yeah, see, gives you a little bit about about the person maybe. Here you've got a man, a King of Wands, man over 25, green eyes, blonde to red hair, restless, outspoken, ambitious. You've got Wheel of Fortune, elevation of money, overseas trip, completion of phases. Queen of Swords, a woman over 25, brown eyes, brown hair. Cold, hard, demanding and authoritative. So, I mean, I think some of the keywords are really, really good. Some of them sort of narrow it down a little bit too much, but it's a starting point. I think this is a good starting deck. King of Swords, man over 25, brown eyes, brown hair, cold, aggressive, demands respect. Abrasive, sorry. Cold, abrasive, demands respect. See, I see so much more in that card than that, but Temperance, money restrictions, testing the waters. Oh, there's so much water. Temperance, but I mean, these are good starting points. The Chariot, movement of resistance. Oh, movement of residence, journey, victory, ever a situation or problem, balancing the opposite polarities, because the writing's a bit, because it's cursive. Like, I think they would have been better if they were just sort of plain writing. The Devil, jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. That's quite a good one. Addictions. The Emperor, stability or stabilizing influence coming into your life. The Fool, good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. Okay, the Hanged Man, getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. Okay, the High Priestess, highest card in the tarot deck. Very powerful, good or bad, secrets to be revealed. It's a lot more than that, it's about ancient knowledge and things like that. So I think it's very important when you get a deck like this that you go and do a lot of research about what the cards mean once you've sort of got a basic understanding. This is a good starting point, but it's important that you understand that there are more meanings to the cards than just what's on the keywords and things here, like the Magician, element of surprise, good or bad. I think there's so much more to that card, because it's about him being trustworthy or untrustworthy. It's definitely about using your skills and your abilities. There's so much more to these cards. So just remember these tarot kits with words, or tarot decks with words and things on them. They're good starting points, but don't forget there's more layers to the cards. Like the Moon, deception or delays, emotions up or down, maybe deceiving yourself emotionally or others. The moon can also talk about dreams, psychic connections, lunar energies, moon energies. The star, brightness, hope, could bring excesses, so be careful not to become too greedy. This one always talks to me about hope, also about wishes, also about light shining from within. There's so much more to these cards. Just remember that. I know I keep saying it, but I think this is a really good beginner's deck, but you need to remember that there's more to, like the sun, marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. I think there's so much more to the joy and happiness and freedom and having a sense of vulnerability, sun shining on the situation. Masculine energies. The world, overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hands, new opportunities. See, to me this is about farewell and goodbye, end of a cycle, beginning of something new. Where the moon's acknowledging the cycle that you're in, the world is that end. The tower, catastrophe, accident, things happening very quickly at lightning pace. It's also about taking a leap of faith, things crumbling around you, remembering that you can rebuild. Once things are destroyed, you can rebuild the designs that you desire. Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birth, new ideas and creation. Two of Wands, short journey, movement to or near water. Three of Wands, travel, overland, surveying your kingdom. This is a good card to remind you to pause and reflect. Review where you're going, where you're headed. Four of Wands, sorry I've got a chin nose. Four of Wands, happy home, possible country setting, and that to me is about a union, also about, like a marriage, but it's also a sense of, or contracts, but I also get a sense of celebrating what you've achieved so far, knowing you've got more of a journey ahead of you. Five of Wands is arguments, battles around you, but it can also be about playing, maybe the games can get a bit out of hand. There's so much more to these cards. Four of Pentacles, money improvements, more coming your way. Also, what are you holding on to? Is it good for you? Are you putting something away for a rainy day? Five of Pentacles, delays around money coming in from the cold. I always say that about that card, coming in from the cold, but it's also about reminding us to, who's leading us to where we want to be. Are we following the right person that's going to take us there? Six of Pentacles, raise in money or salary, but I also get a sense of unconditional giving. Don't always have expectations when you give somebody something. Seven of Pentacles, work, frustrations, hard work needing to be done, either at work or a situation in life. And I get a sense of sort of reviewing about, where you are with work, and is it where you want to be? Are you bored? There's a sort of thing going on here. I think there's a lot going on in the imagery. Eight of Pentacles, work, paid work, and I think that's also about finishing the task, which is quite important. Nine of Pentacles talks about peace or mind contentment. I think this is a sense of luxury. It's okay to pamper yourself. It's okay to take some time out and just be in the moment. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, money, contentment, signing of money agreement. I think this is about an inheritance in some way, or money or riches coming into your life on different levels. I don't necessarily mean financial, but riches of all sorts. Page of Pentacles is a young woman, 25 years, student, male or female. I think this is someone who is searching for a sense of financial gain, or searching for a sense of good health, material aspects, maybe a sense of security, but they don't yet have the experience that they need. Knight of Pentacles talks about a young man to 25 years, visitors, message to share, but I also get that as being a slow and steady progress. Queen of Pentacles, woman over 25 years, dark eyes, dark hair, professional, business and domineering, but I also get them a sense that they are quite caring in a way that they will nurture those that actually need it. If you actually need to be nurtured, you're sick or unwell or you're not well off, they're going to be there for you. King of Pentacles, man over 25 years, dark eyes, dark hair, business, arrogance and powerful, and I think of this card also as a new opportunity coming your way, in a way that's financial, beneficial financially, or beneficial in regards to your health, or a sense of security in some way. Strength, inner strength, confrontation with yourself or other people, but it's also, I think, about having that courage, that endurance, that stamina within one person. Ace of Swords, frustrations, double-edged sword, hollow victory, and I sense it's a sense of clarity coming through. It's also a new idea, a new beginning in some way. Two of Swords is peace and harmony, needing to take the blindfold off, keep reassessing the situation at hand. I think this is about decisions actually need to be made. It's about finding some peace within self, so peace is restored. Okay, Three of Swords is deception, frustration, jealousy, broken heart. I call this like the betrayal card, and I think that's a perception of feeling as though you're being betrayed on some level. So much more to them. Four of Swords is sickness, bad illness, needing to take time out, rest, relaxation is needed here. Yep, this is a time for review, for reflection, contemplation. This is a mental break, taking some time out mentally, which is really important. And I've just got the sense of going to, this could be a card to speak about some sort of mental breakdown. Could be a sense of actually needing to actually take some time out, go to a institute somewhere, or a hospital, or a spa, somewhere that's going to allow you to take care of yourself mentally. Five of Swords is losses. All is not lost, as you still have 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand, and I get this as a no-win situation. So it doesn't matter who actually wins in the situation, you're actually not satisfied with that win. It actually leaves you unsatisfied, leaves you a sense of disappointed in the outcome. Six of Swords, beat or over water travel, turning, beat, cut off, troubled, boat or over water travel, boat. God, terrible writing. Turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. So that's about leaving behind what's been chaotic and moving into something that's a bit more smoother, even though it may seem unknown at this time. Here we got Seven of Swords, plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor arcana. And this is interesting because for me, Seven of Swords is about taking back what was stolen from you. Maybe someone has taken something from you. Maybe you're feeling like things are actually being removed, and this could be a perception. Someone's taken your idea or your thoughts or your plans, and they've actually taken the action that they needed to do to take that away from you, and so you've got to sort of take it back, be empowered. Eight of Swords is frustrations, feeling bound and gagged, and that's about I feel like it's a sense of being blinded, trying to use your other senses to move through the situation. Maybe you need to remove the binds and the blindfold and find a way to free yourself, and I get a sense of being caged, being held captive. Nine of Swords is tears and frustrations, letting go. So this is about stress, feeling overwhelmed and letting go and allowing the universe, or asking for help, which is really important. Ten of Swords is death or ending of a situation or relationship. That's definitely things being final. Page of Swords is a young woman to 25 years, spying or deception, reflecting back over your shoulder. And this is, I get a sense of actually actually seeking the truth. You know, you don't yet have the experience, but you still keep looking for the truth. Knight of Swords is a young man to 25 years, speedy situation or finish, and I think you're just going into the battle or into the situation without any plans or strategies. This is a card to remind us to slow down and maybe use a sense of strategy and plan to achieve your goals. Ace of Cups, security, helping hand. Ace of Cups to me is about opening the lid to new possibilities. This is new love, new dreams, new emotion, things opening up to you. Two of Cups, peace of mind, a joining of two people. This is a relationship that should be balanced, a give and take relationship. Here we got Three of Cups, celebrating with bright happenings, and this also to me speaks about being with like-minded souls, being with people who are similar in to you in their nature. They allow you to celebrate life. That could be about acknowledging the aspects of where you are in life. Are you a maiden, mother, or crone? Or if you're a guy, are you acknowledging the feminine aspects of who you are, or acknowledging the cycle where you are? Are you are you a youth, hero, or elder? Four of Cups, money fluctuations, being offered something you may not want. So here you may not see the full picture. You're so busy with your eyes closed, you're not quite seeing what's out in front of you, you're not seeing what's being offered. You could miss an opportunity. Five of Cups is money losses. All is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. This always talks to me about don't worry about spilled milk. You're so busy focusing on what you've spilled, you've forgotten to see what's actually still available to you. Six of Cups is happy house, childhood memories. That to me is about gift and harmony, but it's also about nostalgic thinking. You're too busy reflecting in the past. Seven of Cups, all that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds, money improvements. So this is like this, you've got lots of options available to you, but not everything that's been offered to you is good. Eight of Cups, money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. And I think that's a sense of I think that's in life sometimes, even in with relationships or with people, we just need to walk away, even if we want it. We want to stay in that relationship, but we know the best thing for us to do is actually walk away. Nine of Cups is improvements underway, feeling smug or pleased. This is also to me about the wish card. This is about material gains, but it's also about knowing things happen behind the scenes. Even if you're not looking, things do keep going on. Life still happens. Ten of Cups, happiness, good things, party or celebration. This is to me about a union, a family. This is about the family sort of coming together on many levels. This is about offering hope and unity. Page of Cups is a young woman, 25 years, brings basic good news. This is to me about being easily wounded. Could take the emotions to a new level. Just everything is very sensitive emotionally. Knight of Cups is a young man, 25 years, needing more confidence, and this to me is about good news or news arriving, but don't know whether it's good or bad. It's just news coming. How it's going to affect you, who knows? But this to me also about a knight in shining armor, romantic man, romantic youth, romantic. Queen of Cups, a woman over 25 years, blue eyes, fair or brown hair. This is soft and gentle, motherly. That's definitely a mothery card. This is about being a carer. So being very kind and gentle and being very emotional. King of Cups is a man over 25 years, blue eyes, fair or brown hair. gentle, emotional and shy. Yes, this is a guy who's quite dreamy, very mature, very romantic, can be a very kind and gentle, mature soul. But it could also be someone who's very dreamy. Death of a situation or endings, new beginning, transformations basically, and changes coming on. Sense of cleansing. Here we have the Empress. Delays will prove necessary. Okay, the Empress, of course, is the motherhood card, fertility, abundance, bounty, seeing the beauty around you. The Hierophant, marriage, government or public company, body, corporate, official building or official situation. It's about traditional spirituality, faith, belief, teaching, mentoring, institutes, teaching institutes. Also knowing that there's a sense of clergy in this card, of course. The Hermit, loneliness, unattached, self-searching, time needed or time alone. This to me is a card of solitude, meditation, reflection, learning gained from being silent or from reading, knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Judgment, decisions, pending, finality, the only decision that can be made under the circumstances. Judgment to me is about reawakening or awakening yourself spiritually. It's also a sense of blowing your own trumpet, resurrecting who you truly are on a deeper level is really important. Justice, legal situation or document. Police, finding out the truth in the matter, affecting the balance. Or out the truth in the matter, affecting the balance. So this to me is about equilibrium. This is about the truth, the justice, knowing that there are consequences with the actions taken. Here we have Six of Wands, a letter or news coming, victory. So here we've got news again, but for me this is about victory after the battles. So it feels like there's been a lot of battles, a lot of stuff going on, and you finally achieved part of your goals, or you've achieved this part. There's a war still the war still has not been won. It's just the battle has been won at this time. Seven of Wands is frustrations. You're able to overcome your frustration. You're on top of the situation. This to me is the Seven of Wands. To me is all about focusing on how can you stand up for yourself, how you can help others move forward, standing up against bullies, people who are not so nice. Here we've got the Lovers, which talk about love affairs, romance building again with marriage, relationships, relatives, loving relationship, yet could share with a friend. So this is relationships on all levels, but to me it's also about balance. It's also about your passion. There's also a sense of choices needing to be made on some level. This has got so much to it when you start looking at the card itself. You look at the snake and the serpent, and it's all about temptation. So it could be a temptation within a relationship. Here you've got Ace of Pentacles, money coming, divine wish being granted. This talks about your full potential. Are you able to see your full potential and where you're going? Two of Pentacles, money confusion, juggling two situations or ideas around. Yeah, this is about talking about, what's your priority. You're so busy juggling things around. Maybe you're stretching yourself too thin. Last card, Three of Pentacles, improvement underway, but delays around it. Glory, place of worship, and this to me is about your skills and your abilities and being recognised as being part of a team, working with others as well. So you can see there's lots and lots. I mean, even though these cards are great for how you look at the cards as individuals, when working, the more you work with the cards, the more you learn what they mean and how you can combine them. And I mean, this is a great starting deck, don't get me wrong. And you can see how I shuffle, just really, I'm just not sure about roughly shuffling these because I think they bend quite easily. I'm not sure. I mean, they're very thin. Very, very thin card. So, I mean, and they shuffle beautifully like this. But yeah, I can feel them as they get down to the last one or two cards, they get a bit bendy. So they're going to be very flexible. So let's see what the reading is today. Just wanted to make sure I'm well. But I'm not going to choose them from the top. I'm going to choose them from within the pack. So I've got no idea. So hopefully, so if I fan them out like this, you see, and then I go through and go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do 6 cards today. Okay, so let's start with the first 3 cards on top. The first 3 cards we're going to look at, I feel like I'm such a big box. Okay, the first 3 cards we look at is the 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups, that's interesting, and 10 of Swords. So 4 of Swords to me is about resting, taking time out. It's about finding your way to review and reflect what's been happening and what you want to happen. This is really about taking a real mental break from life in the situation. But I also get a sense of being careful you don't miss opportunities when you take this time out. Make sure you're open and you're alert to what's happening, what's going on around you. I think that's really an important part of the message as well. And know that things are actually ending. There are some things that need to be final in your life. And once you have that, you're able to start to move forward. So this is really important for you to take some time out. But don't forget to be aware of what's actually happening around you so you don't miss opportunities. And you're knowing that things are actually got to end. There are some things that you actually need to release and let go of. Okay, the next 2 cards we have is Page of Swords and the High Priestess. So to me, this is a sense of knowing that you need to seek the truth. You need to find the answers, and the answers can come from within. So what are you not actually seeing? Be careful about looking backwards over your shoulder as well, and so that's quite strong. You get a sense of, what are you looking over your shoulder for? What's actually going on in that situation. And knowing that secrets will be revealed, or about connecting to your ancient knowledge. It's about maybe doing your own magic, or working with the cards in a deeper way. Could be about working with the cards on a deeper level. Because this is about connecting to your ancient knowledge. What things can come into fruition. It's about finding the balance. And you might be working with opposites in some level of your journey. So know that things are going to be revealed on some level to you personally, and whether you share that with anyone else is your choice, of course. But I think that's really important for you to look at. So you're looking for the truth, and it's going to come from your own ancient knowledge that lies within you. And here we have the World card as the final card, which I thought was quite cool. So you're moving. So when you do those things, you're actually going to find yourself actually leaving a lot of stuff behind, and it's going to allow you to have the new journey ahead of you, which is really, really important. And I feel like there's going to be a sense of there's going to be a lot of opportunities happening for you, a lot of opportunities coming your way once you work through those processes, which is going to be really exciting. So there we have. I've sort of gone on quite a lot about the Secrets of Tarot with Amanda Hall's the new deck that just arrived. So you've had the unboxing, you've had a look at the cards, but I've also gone through some of the meanings of what's actually on the cards and what they sort of mean to me on maybe a deeper level, and that's only just scratching the surface. Remember, when you're doing a reading with cards with tarot, no matter what deck you're using, there are many layers to the reading. You'll think about the context of the question. So that's really important, thinking about the context of the question. Also think about, sorry, I'm going to take my glasses off now because my eyes are getting a bit, when I'm staring this way, they get a bit sore. So you're thinking about the context of the question, you're thinking about the layout, you're thinking about surrounding cards, you're thinking about the image that's actually on the card. So, what's the position the card's actually sitting in, what's the image of the card, what deck have you used, what else can you see in the deck when you look, and you look at the colours, what really sort of stands out. Yellow to me is quite strong in these cards. So yellow is about your solar plexus. So are you trusting in the way you're moving and the decisions that you're making, the choices you've made? What else? We've got a lot of swords. So this is a real mental spread. This is really about your intellect, your communication. Are you able to expand and grow? Are you dealing with the trials and tribulations in regards to your thoughts and ideas and the way you communicate? It seems to be there's no pentacles, so there's a lack of being grounded. So maybe this is saying to you need to get grounded. Because there seems to be a lack of it at the moment. Could also be because there's no wands, so there's a lack of movement going on. So it's very about being very still. And I feel with the sword cards, to me, which is very wintry, which is very, even though the thoughts and ideas are there, you're actually not taking any action at the moment. It seems to be quite stuck. In a degree, not completely, there is movement there, but it's very slow. It's not really as quick as, I feel like the wands, if it was more wands, there'd be real fast movement. Pentacles might be slow and steady, but I feel like with the swords, there's a sense of feeling very stuck. And there's a lot of things that you've got to let go of. You've got to, there's a lot of stuff you've got to be aware of and what's actually happening. So I feel like there's a lot going on with this reading when you start to really sort of break it down and have a good look at the cards. So there you are. That's it with the Secrets of Tarot by Amanda Hall. It was a great little tarot kit. It was inexpensive. It was like less than 20 New Zealand dollars. So really, really inexpensive. It's a great little deck. The cards are not top quality, but I think they'll work. You could use them quite regularly, especially when you're learning. It's got a lot of keywords on the cards, which are great starting points. But I think you've got to remember when you're starting tarot, this is great to begin with, but you have to, as you go through and learn some of the meanings of the cards, you'll realise there's more to it. Other layers when you start thinking about the context of the question, you're thinking about the layout, you're thinking, what do you see in the cards? What is the character actually doing? What's it? Start looking deeper at the cards, and you'll find your readings will start to improve and start to think. Sorry, I do talk with my hands a lot. It's part of me. Of course, my ancestry. So anyway, so there we are. That's it with Hekate's Crossing. Take care and blessed be, and thank you for being with me today as I unbox the Secrets of Tarot and do a reading for you. It may or may not resonate. If it does, yay. Take some time, reflection and meditation. If it doesn't resonate at all, don't worry about it. Go on to the next to somebody else's video for today. You might find a message from someone else. I mean, there are some amazing tarot people out there. So take care and blessed be, and I'm back on YouTube.